Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Pashvika, the channel where we talk a lot about financing cryptos, NFT. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about, do you really need money advice? Like, there are so many YouTubers, so many blog articles, so many advices in this online space, but do we really need any money advice, or we can do and figure out the things by ourselves? So I'm going to be talking about some of the parameters based on my own experience working, having my own online business from 2 years and started back in the March of 2020. So I'm gonna be sharing some of the tips and some of experience with you guys, and do we really need that? I'm gonna be answering that question as well. So without further ado, let's get straight with that. But from consider clicking the like button, guys. I do really appreciate that. If you want more such videos in the future, consider subscribing with the bell icon. Whenever I'm gonna upload new videos, you're gonna get notified about it. Also, if you're looking forward to plan your finances, then I have a finance planner bundle. The link is in description box below. It's a PDF planner which you can download it, and it's a complete bundle. So you have a lot of the stuffs here. You can maintain your income, your expenses, your debt, and everything is there. The link is in description box below. Without further ado, let's answer this question. Do we really need money advice for figuring out our business, or for making more money, or saving more money, or whatever you call it? Yes and no. The answer is, if you are a completely a newbie and don't know much stuff about it, you might need some of the money advices that are there in the online space. But once you grow up and once you gain some knowledge and experience, then maybe you won't be needing any money advice. Now I'm going to be sharing some tips with you guys and some of my own experience regarding this particular question. When I was getting started with my own business, that was in the back of the March of 2020, I was looking out for various different ways to make money online, to save more money, and money hacks, money tips and tricks, and a lot more. There are so many YouTubers talking about this particular topic, and there is a lot more money advice than I even thought of. But do every other YouTuber talking about the money advice really applicable to us? No, it doesn't, okay? Because everyone's journey is unique, everyone has a unique experiences, so does the money stuff as well. And also the beliefs about the money also determine a lot how we're gonna actually manage that money. So maybe these advice would be applicable to you or may not be, but I would highly recommend you to take all the advices that you see in the online space with a grain of salt, because everyone's experience is unique, so does the knowledge, so does the beliefs and everything. So the things that are applicable to one person may not be applicable to you, and vice versa. So why to just take blindly all the advice that are available in the online space and feed up our head, which we don't really need at the end of the day. And some tips with you guys, which I think would be helpful to you to figure out the stuffs by yourself, or if you're looking for any expert help. And it's entirely based on my experience and knowledge. So everything that I'm sharing is based on my experience and knowledge. So please take my advice with a grain of salt. It may be applicable to you or may not be applicable for you. The first tip that I have for you is, when you're starting with online business or money saving or whatever it is, having a financing, listen to all, but follow your own inner heart. Yes, that's what I want to tell you. Listen to everyone who is giving you the money advice, whether it's your parents, your family members, your YouTube online gurus, whatever it is. Take the advice from everyone, but then listen to your heart and take decision according to it. Follow what you want to do there, okay? You are getting a lot of this stuff, so a lot of the advices and suggestions from the people. You don't need to follow all of them, because they are not applicable to you. All of the situations, all of the advice and suggestions won't be applicable to you. So you need to follow yourself, your heart, what your heart is telling, and then probably go with that. The second tip that I have for you is test drive, or you can call it as experiment and try, see if it works. If it doesn't, then try something else. This is the thing, or this is a tip that I do most often, like I do very much, yes. Whether it's my online business, whether it's a money hack, experimenting. I love trying new stuff, so I do experiment a lot with the stuff, whether it's a money hacks or money tips. I try different hacks, different things to see whether it fits in my box or not. If it does, then probably I go for it. If it doesn't, then probably I wouldn't go for it. So it depends how you want to proceed with these things. So that is just take my advice with a grain of salt, but I would highly recommend you to try and experiment and see if it works. If it doesn't, change it. The third advice or third thing that I have for you is catch out the lies out there. Now, there are so many fake gurus and fake course creators, fake entrepreneurs who are there to sell your courses or sell their services or their products to you in exchange of the money, and they're taking you thousands of dollars. Like I have personally seen $10,000 courses and more than that, and I was like, wow, are they really giving you some secret lessons or some secret keys? But I'm going to tell you, there is no secret keys, there is no secret lesson like that. Everyone has a unique journey. So does the experiences, so does the beliefs, so does the advice and suggestions. So please catch out the internet lies, online guru lies, or maybe offline lies, or whatever it is. Just catch them. Carry your brain wherever you are going before randomly following anyone, okay? Just carry your brain, because you know yourself what is best for you. There is everything that you need for your business, for your money is inside of you, okay? So carry your brain with you. That's really important, because nowadays we are surrounded by so many online fake gurus. So we really need to just filter the things out and see which one is fake, which one is not. And sometimes it becomes very, very hard to figure out the things. So I would highly recommend you to read the reviews or ask the other people before purchasing any product from any gurus or anything like that, okay? That is the third thing. The fourth tip that I have for you is, I'm going to tell you, just learn as you go. Yeah. Just learn the things as you go. If you're starting a business and thinking that I don't know how to manage the money, I wouldn't be able to start a business, I want to tell you, start the business. Take that first step. Make that first step very simple and easy, so that you take that first step. And once you take that first step, keep on learning what the second step, third step, and upcoming future steps gonna look like. So learn as you go. That's my own strategy. I wasn't having the skills when I was starting with my business, because I wasn't really having any experience in starting with a business. I was a full-time college student. I was in a medical field and treating the patients and all that kind of stuff. So I wasn't really having a business experience or how to manage the money. I was completely zero at that time. So I started with that. I just took that first step and make that first step as simple as I can, so that I won't procrastinate a lot and I don't have reasons to not to go for it. And once I took that first step, then I started to learn as I go, and then I pick up the new things, and then I figure out my way out. The another tip that I have for you, understand that once, like, you will be able to figure it out. Understand that everything is figure outable. So does this path is also figure outable. Even if you're feeling right now like it's a lot of information, it's kind of like overwhelming. Yes, I understand it's an overwhelming, but eventually later on the road you're gonna figure it out, because everything is figure outable. So does these things are. So don't rush, take your time, be patient with yourself, don't be too hard on yourself, because it will going to take some time, okay? It is not an one night stuff or overnight stuff. No, it's kind of like sometimes takes days, months, or maybe years. How much time it's taking you, it doesn't really matter. You just keep on going on this particular road, the road that you really believe in. That's your dream life, that's your purpose, or that's the thing that you really want to do in your life or with your life. Last thing I want to share is the generaling. Now, generaling doesn't really correlate with the money hacks or the money tips, but I think that when we are writing the things out, we see more clearly on a piece of paper rather than in our brain. So if you're consuming a lot of the information or tips and tricks or hacks about the money and taking a lot of the advice and suggestions from the people, I would highly recommend you to generate it down on a piece of paper. Once you are writing it down onto the piece of paper, it's gonna make you a lot of the sense, and you would be able to filter the things out and see which one is for you and which one is not for you. Personally, I find that generaling is way more easy for me to figure it out which one is for me and which one is not for me. That's what I'm telling you. Just write it down. You don't need to have a fancy bullet journal or fancy paper or planner or something like that. No, a piece of paper and a pen will going to do the job. Just write it down. If you're taking 10 advices from different people, 10 different people, write it down and see whether it fits in your box or not. And always, before starting with any advice or picking up any advice, just take the one step, okay? If you see that there are the 10 steps in that advice that you need to do, I would recommend you to start with one step and see if you see that it is for you or not. Like kind of like experimenting the zone and just doing very small or very little thing in the beginning to see if it works or not. For example, if there are 10 steps and you need to pay some amount of money for that stuff, I would highly recommend you to test drive whether see it is for you or not before investing any sort of money or time or energy into that. That's what I'm telling you. To just do the one thing about that particular advice and see if it works, fine. If it doesn't, leave it. Try something else. And just learn as you go, and you would be able to do that. Hopefully this video will going to help you and thinking about whether you really need any money advice from those online gurus or online entrepreneurs, or you can figure out things by yourself. Let me know in the comment section below which one are you. I would really love to hear from you. Thank you so much for tuning in today's video. I'll gonna see you in the next video with an amazing new financing and tutorial. Till then, take care. Bye guys.